Good evening and welcome to the BBC News at 6. Scotland's former First Minister, Alex Salmond, a man who has dominated politics in Scotland and the UK for decades, has today been charged with 2 attempted rapes, 9 sexual assaults, 2 indecent assaults and breach of the peace. Mr Salmond appeared in private at Edinburgh Sheriff Court this afternoon. Afterwards, he strenuously denied the allegations, saying he was innocent of any criminality and would defend himself to the utmost in court. Alex Salmond was arrested yesterday by police who've been investigating allegations against him since last September. Our Scotland editor, Sarah Smith, is in Edinburgh for us now. Sarah.
Sophie, when the full list of charges against Alex Salmond was made public this afternoon, people were shocked. Politicians and the public alike really taken aback that a former First Minister could appear here in court charged with such a long list of serious sexual offences.
Alex Salmond arrived at Edinburgh Sheriff Court this afternoon to find some die-hard supporters ready to greet him. Marching in, straight through the front gate, he made no attempt to avoid the cameras or media questions.
Do you deny the charges, Mr Salmond?
On his way to hear the formal criminal charges against him.
Inside the court, in a private hearing which neither reporters nor the public were allowed to attend, Mr Salmond heard he is facing a total of 14 criminal charges. That includes 2 charges of indecent assault, 9 separate charges of sexual assault and 2 charges of attempted rape. At this point in the proceedings, Mr Salmond was not required to enter a plea, so he didn't indicate to the court whether he intends to plead guilty or not guilty to those charges.
Half an hour later, he came out to declare his innocence publicly.
So let me say at the outset, I am innocent of any criminality whatsoever. I refute absolutely these allegations of criminality, and I'll defend myself to the utmost in court. I've got great faith in the court system of Scotland. I've got recent cause to have great faith in the court system of Scotland. That is where I'll state my case.
First Minister Nicola Sturgeon and the rest of the Scottish political establishment are clearly rocked by the scale of the charges against a former First Minister.
Well, I know this will be a shock to many people, but as Police Scotland have said today, these are now live criminal proceedings, and now more than ever it would be completely inappropriate for me, or anyone else for that matter, to comment in any detail.
I think we won the election.
Alex Salmond dominated Scottish politics for decades. First Minister for 7 years, he led the country into an independence referendum which he didn't win, but which changed Scottish politics completely. For the next few months, his battles will be in court as he faces numerous serious criminal charges. Sarah Smith, BBC News, Edinburgh.